Have you ever went into a store and like you unpackaged something from the store, and now that you've unpackaged it, you feel like way more pressured and way more obligated to buy something? Well, that happened to me just a minute ago. I was walking through Forest Lake Shopping Center, and I saw there was this phone shop, and so I went in, and there was like phone cases everywhere, and I asked the man in charge if there was a case for my phone, and I told him it was a Samsung Galaxy A71, and he got me two cases. One of them was the normal case, and one of them was the flip case. And I said I wanted the flip case, and I asked what the price was, and he said $25. And I wanted to make sure that it was the right case, so I unpackaged it, and then I fit it in, and yeah, it was the right case, and it had the holes in all the right places. So you had access to the mic, you had access to the charging port, you had access to the headphone jack, and then the speaker, and everything. It had holes in all the right places, and it also had the buttons in the right places, like the power button and the volume up and volume down buttons. And I know how stressful it can get when the buttons aren't in the right places, so it's just really stressful figuring out where you're supposed to press in order to power on and in order to change the volume. And so I really appreciate this company that has all different kinds of cases to personalize the experience for these different customers: Android, Apple, etc. But back to the point, because I already took the case out of the cover, I was devaluing the product, and now I felt obligated to buy it. So I just didn't think twice, because it was already unpackaged and I already devalued it. I didn't have any choice but to, or at least I felt like I didn't have any choice but to buy it. So when I'm like this billionaire who's like selling private islands to people, private jets, private islands, Lamborghinis, and like all this other luxury stuff like jewelry, chains. When I'm selling people these things, I'm gonna be using this technique that I learned. I get consumer psychology now. I get that when the customer uses something and like devalues it, he feels obligated to make the purchase. And because I understand this consumer psychology, I can now take advantage of this when I'm running a business, when I'm selling private islands to people for millions of dollars. I'm like I'm showing people to these private islands, and once they say foot in it, I'm like, no, you have to buy it. You devalue the product by putting your footprints and your foul breath everywhere, and now you gotta buy it. And this is how I'm gonna become a millionaire. People buying all of these private islands, jets, and jewelry, and Lamborghinis, and staying at like a luxury hotel or like a fine dining restaurant or anything like that. Once they use the product, it's over. They have to buy it. And I'm gonna like guilt trip them into making a purchase once they've devalued the product in any way. And that's how I'm gonna become this billionaire who has everything. So the moral of this video is that these businesses have been milking you your whole life, and now it's time to fight back and start your own business and make profit in any way that you can, because it's time to fight back against these companies that milk you your whole life. And that's all I got for the video. Goodbye.